conversation with me, or like a classical way of conversation with me, that's something I'll make sure of, that
Okay,
you get the
sure.
best out of our conversation for sure. And I would have just asked about the age only, not after that anything. I would have moved on to some other topic itself. And
Okay.
recently I heard a news in Myanmar. Like, I don't know if that is more of your topic that you wanted to discuss, but I just want to, like, I just want to get the legitimacy of the thing that the bombings and something has happened in the recent few days. Is it like true?
Flu.
Like, true? Is it like something legit? Some kind of bombings happen into the civilians and something like that?
Actually, we have been in war, like civil war, for more than 4 years already, and it's
Okay.
still happening. Yeah, it's still happening. So,
All
and
right.
also we also got earthquake and also flood. So it's just like natural disaster and
Mhm.
also civil war. Mm.
Got it. Got it. All right. I mean, I wouldn't go much deeper into that. And you tell me some area of your interests. I mean, do you like speaking altogether as a area of your interest, or what else? As a person, like, if in my case, if I say I love speaking with people, I love, like opening up with that person, sharing my journey. Depends upon the person, how the person is open enough to have a conversation more on a open level, you see, about sharing things, probably some childhood memories to whatnot. How about you?
Well, for me, I would say I am more like a good listener. I prefer to listen to people rather than talking. And I don't, yeah, I really like, I don't really enjoy talking with strangers. And being here is already out of my comfort zone, like talking to random strangers. And
Right.
yeah, so I'm more like a good listener, but I'm open to like new ideas.
And new
And
conversations.
yeah, like I don't really mind about different ideas, or like we can disagree, but I won't argue over that. I
Okay.
would just accept that we have different opinions, that's all.
Let's understand this. Okay, when you said that I'm more of a good listener, well, at least for me, I understand being a listener is the very easiest part, because you don't really have to do much but to listen, right?
But it depends. Some people did not good listener. Like being a listener is like you give space and the time for other
Right.
person to talk. At the same time, you are actually listening, not just sitting here and staring at the person, and not actually like taking in the idea. You have
Mhm.
to listen at the same time. You have to think whether it's aligned with your perspective, or whether it's there's something like what you gain from that person. So it's not just like listening. It's like active listening at the same time. You have to think. There's some people they're speaking, and one other person is speaking, they're not listening at all. At the same time, they're just trying to argue, trying to point out
Yeah.
their view and try to showcase what they have. So yeah, not everyone is a good listener. But of
Right.
course not everyone is a good speaker as well. They're all active skill. So
All right, that makes more sense. Any experience, any incident you want to share where you have been a good listener, and obviously, it was worth it in terms of saving that person's feelings, that person's time, going through helping that person from that hard situation by you being a good listener? Could be your family member, friends.
um well, I don't really have like that kind of bad experience with my family, because they are all good listeners, and
Okay.
we just like, yeah. But one especially when this episode, I also met some partners who
Okay.
really love to talk. I mean, not you. I'm not implying you, like not you. Okay, just other partners.
Right.
They seems like they really like talking, but at the same time, this is trying to make it as an argument. I really feel like we're having a conversation anymore. It's just like it just turns into an argument,
Mm.
and sometimes they just bring in some um, argumentative topics, like religion and also politics. But at the
Mm.
same time, they're not that open minded. like open to different ideas. Like if you want to talk about religion and politics, you have to be open to new ideas. Like you
Mm-hmm.
have to look, different points of views, and you have to be able to accept that not everyone will agree with you. Like, yeah, you should have that kind of mindset first if you want to discuss religion and politics. But I feel like most people here is like so eager to showcase what they know about politics
Mm-hmm.
and what they know, trying to persuade other people to get into their religion. But you have to accept that not everyone has the same faith. Some people can be, like they can have, I mean, they have some sort of like religion belief,
Mm-hmm.
uh, and some people can also be like atheists. Is it called atheist?
Well, wouldn't know
Something.
much about it. Trust me. I mean, at least I'm a very old school type of a learner. So I mean, I'm not good. I'm not so good up to keep up with the trends. If there has been a new word in the market, but understanding the context is what matters, I believe, and I'm understanding to what you were saying. So
So you have a Prime membership for episode?
yeah, I've been around here for quite a while. So yeah,
Oh, I see.
you can say they give me Prime membership whenever I want, whenever I need. I've got few friends
I
here
see.
as a host, and yeah,
Ah, so they give you Prime membership.
that's a secret, and that shouldn't go out of this
Ah,
room.
okay, okay, okay. I will ask. Okay. So which city or India are you from?
So I don't know if you know the state called West Bengal, but yes, like it's the
Yes.
nearest. It's the we share the closest border with Bangladesh, closest. Okay,
Ah, I see.
and that is where I'm from. I speak with a lot of people from Myanmar, but not usually this time. A little earlier than this time, like during the afternoon time in our country, and I had some
Yeah,
amazing
because like
conversations.
in
One thing that I have to mention is your English is really good. In terms of the other
well,
people that I've spoken with from your country, your English is like really, really good.
your English is really good as well.
I mean, yeah, well, in my case, I can expect myself because I've been learning English from quite some time now. But from my personal experience, like I've spoken to so many people from your country, I didn't had difficulty understanding you at all. I mean, yeah, that's a good thing. I mean, have you been learning English for quite some time now, or like you had a good schooling done in some good university or something like that? Could that be a reason?
Um, Actually, like I love learning languages. It's just not about English. Like
Okay,
I watch movies. I watch a lot of movies, especially during pandemic. I just watch a lot of movies and just learn English from those movies. Just watching like Netflix series and
Netflix series, right? Awesome, awesome. How many languages do you know, by the way? When you said like you love learning languages apart from English and your
um,
regional language,
I was just like, what during pandemic, I really wanted to learn a lot of languages.
right?
So I started learning Japanese, but after learning like N5, they have like Romaji, and there are four stages, Romaji, Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. So after learning Katakana, and when there is like Kanji, I have to memorize a lot of like vocabularies. And I
Right.
just give up. For me, I don't really like memorizing
So much
so
of
many
things.
vocabularies.
Yeah.
Yeah, I prefer learning languages by speaking. It's like
Right.
communicating with other people, just learn from them. I don't really like learning with a teacher in a classroom, and I find it quite boring. I just give up, and I started to learn Korean because at the time I was watching a lot of K drama, and I
Right.
wanted I wanted to watch them without subtitle. So I just learned a little bit and then just give up again. So I didn't really master any language. I know a little bit. This
Mm-hmm.
like Japanese a little bit, Korean a little bit. So I really need to grab a specific language and just trying to learn it, like take it seriously and actually learn it.
Right.
So right now I'm just like a little bit. I can understand, but I can't speak. For other languages, my pronunciation is too bad, but I can understand what they're saying, so like that. So
Nice.
fluently, I can speak three languages: my mother tongue Burmese, and
Mm-hmm.
Chinese is my second. Because my mom is Chinese, and
Wow.
my granddad is also Chinese. So Chinese is my second language, and English is my third. So for those languages, three languages, I'm confident enough to say I'm fluent. But for other languages, I just know a little bit. I can
So you
understand,
can
but I
speak
can't
proper
speak.
Mandarin, is what you're saying?
Yeah, I do.
Wow. Nice. That's good.
That's my second language. English is my third.
Awesome. And
So what
sorry.
about you? How many languages do you speak?
Well, I can also say I know three different languages. One again, my in like Hindi as an our national language, then English, and then again because India is divided into different states, they have got their own dialects, multiple languages, state wise. So the kind of a state that I come from, and my mom is Bengali, like West Bengal we live in. So my mom is Bengali, and I know how to speak in Bengali. So three languages. Well,
I see.
I understand by other dialects of different states because obviously we keep interacting with people from different states during our work community and everything. But fluently, these three languages. Internationally, English is the only language that know. I haven't got a chance to learn any other. Well, I had the chances. I had been a very big time procrastinator, is what you can say. I mean, I had access to all the tools and all the resources for me to be me to master any other languages that I could have in the past 4 or 5 years. I think I could have mastered two or three different languages, or at least the level of passion that I hold in terms of speaking with new people abruptly. I don't face any issues in terms of connecting with a person and everything. I have been super lazy about it, is what I'll tell you. So that's the thing. But then I find it like for me, English has been, I love speaking in English, is what you can say. And for me, these days, it is not about learning the language as an English, but it is that how am I good at expressing my emotions with this language? Like, just as my own native language, when I'll speak in my own native language, if I'm able to pass on that same level of expression, same level of emotion, because for me the definition of language is not the rich vocabularies. If you see, I use very normal basic level of English, and this is what I consider. I have never tried to fantasize my English with good vocabularies or like idioms or phrases what people say. I like to keep it simple and crisp for the other person to understand, and for me it is more of expressing it that the other person is clearly understanding me what I'm trying to say. That matters the
Yeah,
most,
I
you know. And yeah, that is how the things have been. And apart from that, tell me something about your time when you are with your friends. How you are you the same like listener, or you are one of a person is who is like very upfront and who's very mischievous kind of a thing, how it is?
it depends. It depends on like which friend group I'm in. Like if I'm in a friend group like really close to, and I am comfortable, and I would say I become really talkative.
You would.
I become like loud and talkative, and I become like I just make jokes,
Yeah,
and yeah, I feel really comfortable.
a
But if
complete.
the friend group is not that close, just some acquaintance, I'm a listener. I listen to them and just not talk too much.
So when the person says that I'm a more of a listener and not talkative. A person is always a good listener, always a good talkative person. It is just that this person, we consider ourselves as more of a talkative or more of a listener by the number of interactions that we do and the way we react to that interactions. But you see, you have been a good talkative person with me over here as well. Don't you feel so?
Yeah, I guess so. Actually, I just got back from India a week ago. I went to Chennai for
Chennai.
my exam. Yeah,
Great.
and I
That's
stayed
good.
there for a week. It's quite hot there, like really hot. Did
Chennai
you
is
did you
one
see
of. Yes, I
the ocean?
did. I did. I don't know. All
I
right.
can't see